Look, fam, like growing up as a man might be one of the hardest pursuits of all time. Like you have life on hard mode all of the time. And we understand this at a very deep level, right? Like you know that your life has not been easy per se. You haven't really gotten many opportunities or like you really had to go get it. Especially if you're at a process where you're building right now, you're starting to understand certain things very quickly because you have to. And there's one concept that I've taken and learned and internalized that has been helping me a lot throughout the journey. Because one thing I will say, I'm not here to say that I have everything figured out. I don't, right? But I've had a lot of experiences throughout life, professionally and personally, right? To help me come to terms with this one core principle that can literally change the life of any man on planet Earth. And I want to preface this by saying men and women are very different, right? Much to, what mainstream is talking about, how they're saying men and women are the same. We're very different. And I'll explain why. And this is really going to help you understand what you need to do to get everything that you want. And the reality is when women are born, they're born with value, right? Value is stored in beauty. And I'm not saying beauty for the rest of their lives, all they are valuable for is beauty. That's not true. But when they're born, they have that innate value of beauty, right? As they get older, people see them and they're very beautiful. As a man, you're born with zero value. This is where it's interesting, right? There's zero value that you're born with. You have nothing. When you're born, the only thing you have is you're a cute kid, whatever. And then as you get older, as you get into like the 6s, 7s, 8s, now things start to change, right? You're born with no value. There's nothing. Your value's not stuck in beauty. It's not stuck in anything. It's literally zero. And so it is your job to build that value over time, to become the man of value. That's why you hear that a lot, right? And women retain their value. That's the thing. They can start at 100 and they can either decrease or they can stay the same. Or they may even be able to, well, there's no increase past 100, but just maintain it, right? Just maintain it because time will already decrease the value. But at the end of the day, they can keep that value up with other intangible and tangible skills as well. With men, you're at zero and time either increases the value or it allows for the value to stay the same, making it even worse, even at a negative, right? You become a negative value to society, which is the worst thing that you can ever be, right? But let's say you're at zero. You need to understand, how do I make myself as valuable as possible? What does the world value? What do people around me value, right? But here's where we mess up. As we get older, as we get into professional setting, this is where I messed up. We start to chase money. And it's very easy to go chase money because that's the thing that we need to be able to make everything happen in our lives, or so we think. But we fail to realize, and you've probably experienced this yourself, in your pursuit of chasing money, money runs away from you. Everything runs away from you. It's the same when you're chasing women. Women run away from you. They don't run towards you, right? Everything runs away from you. Opportunities, jobs that you're trying to go get. You're chasing these jobs and they run away from you. And you wonder why you can't get a job, right? I want to let you know that the biggest reason why you're seeing all of this happen in your life, why you're at a point in life now where you're not necessarily getting what you want, it's because you chased money, you chased the outcomes, but you did not chase the inherent value. You need to be chasing value as a man. I promise you, it will change. This will change your life. And it's actively changing mine. The more that you chase value, the more that you stack skills, right? Learn the essential skills. Learn sales, please. I promise you, learning sales will change the entire game for you. Because right now, you need to understand how to make yourself valuable to another business, for example. The best way to make yourself valuable to another business is understanding how to add more money to their pockets. How do you make sure that the business increases its revenue? The best way to do that directly is sales. That is where you will be the most valuable to a company if you're able to do that, right? With women, figure out what specifically do they value. They value ambition, right? So you have to chase that, chase the ambition, chase the drive, chase the success that you want, chase the process of success. Women are attracted to the process of success. You may not even have it yet, but if they see that you have a real process and you're going for it, if you have a mission, if you have a vision and you're going after it, they will chase you. It's the craziest thing in the world. But the minute you start trying to go to clubs, trying to go get numbers, oh, I need to hit up this girl. Oh, I need to get on Tinder. I told y'all in the previous video, delete Tinder, delete all the apps. You don't need it. You need to be chasing value, not chasing the outcomes. It's fleeting. Chasing the value means figuring out who you are, right? Figuring out, building skills that make you competent and make you a formidable opponent in this game of life. Because everybody in this life has it all messed up. Really, men have it all messed up to where they're chasing the money, they're chasing the women, they're chasing everything that should be a byproduct of them chasing value. And this is where you'll start to see your life transform very, very quickly. Building the skills that you need, building the communication skills, all of these different skill sets in life that you need to build. This is what you need to focus on rather than trying to just run at the next thing that's going to go get you money, or going to chase the girl that probably will never want to talk to you, right? Because you're inherently not valuable to her. What value does she have? How can she see that your life is going to improve? How can she see you working on your life? How can she see your habits? How can she see your communication skills, your EQ, emotional intelligence? You need to be building this. This is going to make you valuable. It makes you valuable to the world. But the only way you do this is by being aware. This is why a lot of these videos, it's really just awareness. That's really why I like making these videos, because it allows for you to be more aware of your state and aware of why things are what they are in this world. It takes a while to get aware, but the minute you get aware, you don't see things the same way, right? And you don't move the same way either. Now that you're aware of this, you won't be chasing the next cash grab or the next get rich quick scheme. You're going to be chasing the skills that you need to learn to get rich. What does that look like? You need, again, communication, number one. That's going to help you with sales, understanding that. Maybe if it's crypto, understanding that. That's another massive vehicle of wealth. Like if you really understand it and learn like the fundamentals of it, and you're not just gambling, right? But like just find different things that you want to learn that interest you. Writing is a very important skill, right? Like understand these things, because this is what's going to allow for you to be the best version of yourself possible. This is where, as you get older, as you're stacking these skills, as you're stacking these experiences, your life is going to start looking like this. And it's just going to keep going. And the great thing about a man is that time is our best friend. With women, and I know a lot of women that might be watching this might hate it, but time is their worst enemy. So with men, time is your best friend. With women, time is your worst enemy. And you can leverage time as a man. And this is why I'm saying you need to remain patient. And when I say patient, I don't mean you're being patient from the terms of letting things just be how they are and not actually acting on what you need. It's being very aggressive with the actions that you take, right? Being impatient with the inputs that you're putting in, but being very patient with the outcome that comes with that input that you do, or the outputs that come with the inputs. That's what you need to do, because the minute you start to become patient with the outputs and you're very aggressive with the inputs, you're going to start to see a big change. And time is going to be on your side, because we don't reach our peak till we're 35, fellas. So we're 35 is the average age for a man's peak. A lot of you might be watching, you're probably between 21 to like maybe 33. Some of you are probably older than 35. But either way, once you build that value stack, once you chase value consistently, you will literally never lose. There will never be a starving moment for you, because you are valuable to a marketplace. You have to understand life in this world as a marketplace. In the marketplace, you need to start getting value. Right? You need to start providing value to the marketplace. That's how you can extract value as well. It's an arbitrage game. What does arbitrage mean for people who don't know? It means basically you're selling something, or you're buying something at a cheap price and you're selling it at a higher price, right? That's what it is. And you want to get the in between. So you want to have that gap of when you provide value, they give you value back. They may give you less than what you provide to them, but that's the arbitrage that you get to keep for the value, for the skills that you provide. So you really have to understand these like basic mechanisms, and I'm keeping it really surface level because this is just a paradigm shift in itself. Like you right now, you probably never thought about the fact that you're just not valuable. Like you bring no value to society. You work a job that has no value besides maybe like very low value, and you expect way more for yourself, but you're doing something that is almost valueless to society, to the grand macro scheme of society, right? You look at even corporations, how they work. You know, there's a lot of people who complain about, oh, I'm not getting paid enough at this job. They're not paying me. Why does this person get more than I do? Why does the CEO get paid more than I do? Right? Why is the CEO making millions and I'm only making $15 an hour? You have to understand, it's a game of value. And as a man, you cannot afford to have this mindset. This is literally the worst mindset you can have as a man, is to assume that you're going to get things without providing the value, without the value equaling or even being more than what you're getting in return, right? So you have to understand, working a job as a janitor or working as a customer service representative, all of these jobs, while they are important to the organization, they're on the lower value ladder. On the value ladder, they're way lower than a CEO that's making major decisions that could either make or break the company, that's putting themselves, their image on the line, their reputation on the line every single day to keep the company afloat, to bring more money into the company, right? This is what the CEO does. The CEO is the lifeblood of that company from a bringing in value perspective, right? And the CEO will have all of the other units around them to be able to allow for them to make those decisions. But at the end of the day, you need to understand that if you're at the bottom of the value ladder, it's time to start climbing up, which means you need to start stacking skills. And I'm telling you, the best way to stack skills is to find what you're inherently good at and just start building on it and start adding other skills around it to make it even better. Because that's the best way you're going to be able to see massive results in your life. It's just through skill acquisition, right? And just having that understanding that, okay, I need to chase value. I don't need to be chasing money. Money will come. Money chases value. Money does not chase a valueless man. Money chases a value-based man, right? A man that has significant value in society. You're able to just cash out, right? Women chase men with value, men that have principle, men that are going somewhere in life. It is just their biological nature to go for the best man. And for you to become the best man, you need to work as hard as you possibly can. I keep saying life is a video game because it is. You need to max out on every single category of your life: vitality, health, right? Resources, money, XP. You need to just max out on everything. You need to be level 99 on everything, because as a man, that is when you're going to live the best life. And the reality is, the greatest human experience is being a successful man. I truly believe that. That is the greatest human experience possible. The most powerful human experience. And to be able to get that, you need to start chasing value. Not everything else. Everything else comes with time. That's a byproduct of value. Again, I hope you really like this video. Comment, like, subscribe. I'm going to be posting, again, we get deeper into topics as we go. As we're building the audience. We hit 10K, so I owe you guys a how to eat video, a nutrition video. Everyone's been asking about that, so I will be making that over the next few days for you, just giving you a rundown of everything that I eat in a day. We'll get into that detail as well, but I thank you so much for the 10,000 subscribers, man. This is incredible. It's been literally a month and a half, and we've hit it. It's crazy. I went from 40 subscribers to like now 10K, so couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you for the support. We'll keep getting these videos off and giving you guys value. That's why you subscribe to me, because you're getting value from me, right? So let's keep that going. Comment, like, subscribe, sign up to the free newsletter below. We talk a lot about a lot of these different topics in depth. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, and have a good rest of your day.